Take two. I don't know why the audio sucks today. If you jump in the room, let me know if the audio's better. How's this audio? We're doing an audio test. This is so ridiculous. Facebook has got to get their shit together, or I got to move on to another goddamn social media platform. Is the audio better? So you can hear me now much better than what the hell happened earlier. I did nothing different. All I did was turn off an amazing live stream where we had close to 200 people in the room. We've never gotten that number. Turned it off, turned it back on, and now the audio's better? I need to go back to professional broadcasting. I'm done with this Facebook Live shit. I'm done with it. I need real equipment. Well, anyway, now the audio's kicking ass. Well, you know what? I guess that's okay. Stupid Democrats, you say. He blames the Democrats. I blame the snowflakes. How you doing, GH? What's up, Lisa Connor and Ryan Dill and Gail and Sean Cleary, it looks like, and Graham Crawford the fourth. It sounds way better. Maybe because I was trying to get some of you guys on the live stream. Maybe somehow that messed up the volume. But we lost half our audience. What was I even saying? Somebody out there tell me what I was saying, and then we could continue, I guess. Todd Yowell with stars. Don't give me stars. This isn't a professional broadcast, so don't give me any stars. This is going great. All right. Macon, Georgia, checking. What's up? Hey, Ken White Jr., good morning. Well, welcome to my live stream. Take two from the ocean. Did you just say the audio is low? Are you now messing with me? The real fans will return, I guess. Oh, I was talking about taxes. All right. You know what? I'm not going to talk until someone says the audio's better. Audio check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Audio check. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, came out here. It's glorious. Decided to start the live stream a little later, and I've noticed something that you guys like to sleep in because the numbers were incredible until the audio was just crappy and had to start all over. Audio's great. All right, I'm going with Sean. Sean wouldn't lie to me. So, but then I came out here and man, it's a lot colder than I thought. But there's no wind today. It's 29 degrees. So it might even be a little colder because we're at the ocean with this natural AC, which you guys call the ocean, but that's why it's glorious out here in the summer, because you get the natural AC, you get a nice little breeze coming off the ocean and cools down the beach and all these houses. So we're always about 10 degrees cooler than everybody else that lives on Long Island. How long have you been in radio to realize that you need sound? Know what I love about this, though, for real? Absolutely no pressure, no stress, no toxicity. It's just me and you. And sometimes this works, and sometimes, you know what, it doesn't. And you know, that's okay by me. I was talking about stimulus checks. What are you going to spend your $600 on? And I was talking about taxes and my radical idea, which is to pay my fair share of taxes. And if I got to pay more than my fair share of taxes, then give me the option to decide where that money goes. I understand the government needs a bunch of money to function. So, okay, I'll give you that tax money. There you go. Here's yours. And now you give me about, I don't know, maybe another 20% of the total tax money. And I decide where that goes. And the first place I would go with that money is I would help the people around me, family members, friends, maybe some charities, and I think that would be a wonderful way to handle the tax system. I'm running for local government. Actually, I've been asked, and I will not be doing that. I think politics are stupid. $600 is supposed to arrive today. Check your savings checking account, Sean Cleary says. I will absolutely be checking my my accounts, and if I get the $600, I will be just passing that on to somebody else. You got to do that, because there are some people, a lot of people, that are getting help from the government that don't need the help from the government. Oh my goodness. Search online to see what the hell's going on with that. Really rich people getting a lot of money from the government when that money should be going elsewhere. I would say it should be going to local businesses, the mom and pop places, mom and pop restaurants, and small businesses. They really, really need the help. So much better audio, Tommy Chesh. Well, it's too late now. We lost half our audience. Half the audience said, you know what? Fuck that, Ope. You don't got your shit together. I'm going. Hey, Ben Perry from Lagunitas. I didn't get the first round, so I doubt I'll get it this time, Ben Perry says. All the way up there in Northern California. Ben Perry was the psychopath that picked me up when I flew out to L.A. to do Guy Fieri's grocery games. That special episode for our pal Carl Ruiz. And I didn't even know Ben Perry. I just knew him through Carl. And I said, pick me up from the airport. And he said, okay. And I walked out with my bag. I'll never forget it. And he's in a big truck with this serial killer smile saying, Ope, it's nice to meet you. And I'm like, I don't know if I should get in the car with this guy. Turns out Ben Perry's a good egg, man. I like Ben Perry a lot. And we had a good weekend up there in Northern California, didn't we, Ben? And Ben Perry got me to the set on time. Because the kid was hanging out with all of Carl's old friends. A lot of the people that work on grocery games. A lot of really, really cool people. And the kid had a lot of tequila. Because he thought the filming was going to start, I don't know, sometime during the weekend. Or maybe really late in the afternoon. And Ben Perry was calling my room and my phone over and over again. You remember this, Ben. And the kid was up all night. And I'm embarrassed to say, and we talked about this on the podcast, this is like the short version, but I'm embarrassed to say that the kid overserved himself, having so much fun with the Food Network people and all the celebrity chefs that appear on the show. We were all telling Carl stories. And I was puking all night. Didn't sleep at all. And every time I moved my head, I was dry heaving. And Ben Perry's ringing my phone in my room and my cell phone. And then I finally picked up and he goes, where the hell are you? Guy Fieri wants to start the show with you. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, well, how much time do I got? And Ben said something like, you got 10 minutes. I'm on my way. And somehow, in that 10 minutes, I got out of bed, still dry heaving, all the way to the shower, took a really, really hot shower, put some clothes on, and jumped in Ben Perry's car. And Ben, am I lying if I said that within 15 minutes of being dropped off on set, I was actually live on camera? Am I lying? I don't think so. So I looked like hell, man. But I pulled it off. And it was a damn good time out there in Northern California at Guy Fieri's grocery games. So, what's up, Jen Furr saying, pick me up, Vinny? I don't know what that's about. I mean, are we making love connections on these Facebook Lives? But anyway, David Griffith says, finally caught you live. Tom Taylor with a 2-week streak giving me stars. Thank you, Tom Taylor. I appreciate that very much. Mic'd up as we parked. See, Ben Perry pulled in. They ran out. And I'm like, sorry. Because I had no idea the schedule. I thought I was out there to just have fun and maybe go on the show. And Guy Fieri had this whole bit planned with me. And they're micing me up and just dragging me on set. And all of a sudden, I'm in the middle of that fake grocery store. And here comes Guy Fieri coming down the aisle like, hey, brother, how are you? I'm like, I've been better, my friend, but we'll do this. And yeah, that's how the story goes. That is a true story. Guy does rock. Guy Fieri's helping out a lot of restaurants. I've done my little share. My share is very little compared to what Guy Fieri has done. And Ben, were you telling me that Guy Fieri's got a documentary coming out on the pandemic / helping restaurants get through this thing? I think you were telling me that, right? Yeah, I bowed to Dave Portnoy. I think Dave Portnoy is, yeah, he's got one of those big ego heads, but it's hard to say that today because he's doing right by restaurants, and he's raising a shitload of money and helping out a lot of people. So I do bow to Dave from Barstool Sports today. Abso-fucking-lutely. Pia says Dave is awesome. Yeah, you can't argue that today. I had an option to go to Barstool, and the deal, to be totally honest with you, this was how long ago was this? Shit. It was either after I left SiriusXM or after I left Westwood One. I forgot now. But my agent was going back and forth with Barstool, and we just couldn't work it out. Because you know what? Because if I'm gonna go back to that world, I want to make all the money. You know, they were gonna just give me basic cash to do a show for them, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm better off just doing it by myself. I got a name, right? I think I got a name still. So, but I wish them the best. They were cool. They were really, really cool. They seem like they know what they're doing over there. Beautiful out here. What are we at? The second to last day of 2020. I hope you downloaded the latest episode of the Opie Radio podcast. I knew a long time ago that the last episode of the year I wanted to feature Vic Henley and all the great stuff he gave me in 2020. Even though he left us, I don't know what, in early April, so he barely lived in 2020. It's creepy, but he died right around Carl's birthday, and I said, God, I was listening to some of this stuff, and I'm like, he gave me so much great stuff in 2020, and he was only on 4 episodes, so I put a super episode together just featuring all Vic Henley stuff, which is good and bad, because I was listening to those episodes as I was driving back and forth to New York City. You know, we did the live stream from New York City yesterday, and that's what I was listening to back and forth. There's so much funny stuff in those episodes, but I wanted to just feature as much as I could of Vic. So if you downloaded the episode, in the description, I give you the numbers of all the episodes that I farmed from, and it's definitely worth your while if you've never heard those episodes or all of them, that you should download those episodes as well. Dick Cox tells some great stuff. Judd Jones has a couple of amazing stories. And I just edited all that out because I didn't want the episode to be too long, and I wanted to feature Vic. I figured it would be a great way to end the year with my pal Vic Henley. And on the episode, you just fucking never know. So, you know, the one thing, if you learn anything from me in these dumb live streams, we throw some spirituality at you. If I'm going to get into spirituality, maybe I should be able to pronounce the word properly. But if I teach you anything, and a lot of you certainly know this, you gotta just live in the goddamn moment. Everyone is like working toward the future or worrying about the dumb shit that happened to them in the past. And you know what matters? Right here, right now, right here, right now. I can't wait to go and see my kids and play with them a little bit, because I was busy the last couple of days. My dog's barking up there. But you know what? Right now, this is what I give a shit about. This moment, right now, with you. And if I teach you anything on these damn live streams, you really got to embrace that. I say that because I had no idea that I was talking to Vic Henley for the last time, and I was doing it for an episode of the podcast. No idea. We're in the middle of the coronavirus, or at the beginning of it, I should say. I wanted to check in with Vic. And I was kind of bummed because of the coronavirus that I had to tap out of New York City and all those great episodes we were doing at Gephardt's. And I started calling my friends, and I'm like, it's time to check in with Vic. It's been a couple weeks, you know. We do a decent episode. We're just really talking. There's nothing special to it. There's a bunch of laughs and a few stories. And, you know, all of a sudden he said, I got to go. My niece is on the line, and we've been playing phone tag. And I'm like, yeah, man, go. You know, with this coronavirus, we got plenty of time to do many more of these. And he goes, all right, buddy. And he hangs up. And that was it. He literally died a week later. I had no fucking idea. None. Came out of left field, man. Although a lot of people are asking about the car accident he had where a car hit him as he was crossing the street in New York City. Look, I'm not here to judge or anything, and it's none of my goddamn business, and I certainly haven't asked his brothers or his mom or his nieces anything about it, but me and Judd, I know, were very concerned. After he got hit by a car, we were concerned, and we were wondering if he was fully checked out. But, like I just said, living in the moment, all that shit doesn't matter anymore anyway, but a lot of people have asked me about that, and I'm here to say that me and Judd Jones, we were definitely concerned. But it seemed like he checked out okay. I don't know. Because I had a couple phone calls with him that had nothing to do with the podcast, and he told me he was doing fine, so you never know. 100%, brother. Sorry for your loss. My God, I think we all lost a few people this year. I don't think any of us escaped that shit. But thank you. Really quick, because we got a nice audience here today. Brand new sponsor to the Opie Radio podcast. When my wife broke her shoulder in two places, I started searching around for some food options, something different. And I came upon HelloFresh, and I called them up. And I casually mentioned that I do a podcast, and they go, "Oh, really? What podcast?" And I said my name. And I'm proud to say the kid still has some pull because they're like, holy shit, we know you. We'd love to advertise on your podcast. And I'm like, really? Well, I would love just to have some of your food to try. So we came together, and HelloFresh is now with the Opie Radio podcast. And it's hellofresh.com/10Opie, promo code 10Opie. And it's the number 10. Don't spell that shit out. And, yeah, HelloFresh is awesome, isn't it? I was really, really happy because you could choose like family friendly, I think classic, or like vegetarian, and they got all sorts of different dishes. And I decided to go with classic to try it out. And they gave me three meals, I guess I should say, and it came in a huge box. Everything was nice and cold, nice and fresh. And the three meals, I know this sounds like a commercial, and I guess it is, but I was also very excited, and I also try to talk about stuff in my life. So then it's like 3 paper bags, and then each paper bag was just a card with a recipe on, very easy to follow, and then all the ingredients you need for that particular recipe. The protein, the spices, the vegetables. One of the recipes even had fruit. It had kiwi or something. It was like some kind of pork kiwi Hawaiian spicy sweet dish that was laid over rice that was absolutely amazing. And then they had a special burger that I made that was just ridiculously good, and I didn't even put ketchup on the damn thing. It came with a tomato relish you make, and it was just, I was so happy with it, for real. And I paid for it. And honestly, I'm gonna go and get more stuff from HelloFresh, and they're with the podcast. They say that they're reasonably priced. I honestly don't know officially, so make sure you check that out because I don't want any of you guys getting ripped off. But so far so good, man. HelloFresh.com/10Opie, promo code 10Opie, and it's the number 10. Don't spell that shit out. Try it out for yourself. And sorry for the long commercial there. Chris, you're late. Oh, that episode of you and Carl eating burgers, Vinny. Yeah, well, I don't know if that was officially an episode. Did I put it out as an episode? I think that was a Facebook Live. I got a lot of old Facebook Lives that I did with Carl before I started podcasting, and a couple I did with Vic. I got to start combing through that stuff too and maybe put it on the podcast feed. We'll see. We will see. What else is going on? Promoted the Vic Henley podcast, last episode of the year. I don't know. I guess that's it. It's gorgeous out here at the beach. You'll try it out? I appreciate it. The Facebook is depressing today. Why is it depressing? We had some laughs. Because of the Vic Henley shit? Nah. And you know what? If some of these are depressing, that's okay, you know? It's real life. Some days we're going to laugh our asses off. A couple of these, I actually started fucking tearing up. And, you know, and then sometimes it's just business. That's why I think these do pretty well, man. I think we have a good crew. I think we have a really good crew. You got 3 people on the beach in Myrtle Beach right now? Well, I could tell you, this is why this is fucking glorious. For an introvert, this is glorious. What, Ope, you're an introvert? Yeah. How are you going to figure that shit out? What the hell is... what? Stop. There are people in this room right now DMing me on Instagram. Knock it off. We're doing this now. Let me turn off my sounds before that gets out of hand. Okay. Yeah, it's Sean Cleary. It's a great view. The sunrise was amazing. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. This is going to piss off some people, but I'm moving the live stream, I think, starting next week as that damn sun's going up, because it's coming up a little later in the morning. I think I'm going to start these things around 7 in the morning, because the sunrise this morning was just fucking glorious. And I'm like, why am I not live for this? So I think we're going to go back to the sunrise show for a bit. All right? And if you don't want to get up that early, I understand. Just, you know, you could check it out after the fact, when you wake up, when you make your damn coffee. The beach, Vincent Scaramuzo says, is freezing today. Yeah, it's a lot colder out here than I thought. And my daughter's going to ride the dune buggy. Some of those tracks out there is my 8-year-old riding her dune buggy. Which is nuts. Considering the kid is scared of shit like that. ATVs and all that, hell nah. But I said, you know what? She's her own person and she wants a dune buggy, so she's got a dune buggy. Oh, that's 4 a.m. for you, Ben Perry? I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that because we got people across the country. Oh, man, now you just fucked me up. Well, maybe we should turn it into like a sunset show. Then you get the East Coast and the West Coast. And then we could yell and scream at each other which coast is the best. I drove the dune buggy, yeah. I mean, I can't oversell it. It's a kid's dune buggy. It doesn't go that fast. Although I had to tell her to slow down a little bit. She was trying to make some sharp turns. I'm like, nah, that's how you flip that shit. Did I ever tell you? Yes, Dad, you did. Your mini bike accident? Yes. The 40 or 50 stitches? Every time I tell that story, the stitch count gets higher, I think. But it was a lot. I remember they were stitching me up, and I felt like the severe pain in the top of my head, and I went, oh my God, and I put my 2 fingers in a massive gash that they didn't see yet. I'm like, what about this? And they're like, oh my God! And they stitched that up. I had a slice through my nostril. I had a slice above one of my eyes, and I had a giant gash in the top of my head. That's probably where I hit the rock and got some slight, just a touch of brain damage. Just a touch. And then a lot of cuts that didn't need stitching. And I'm here to say the kid's face survived. It wasn't too disfigured, considering the fact. Thank God. Although I think sometimes when I'm tired, one of my eyes gets a little droopy. Has a little droop to it. Thank God I was born so good looking. I was able to take a couple shots and still look okay. Thank God. Because if you look closely, if you see me in some old videos where I might have had a few, or I might be tired, one of my eyes is a bit droopy at times. I don't think it's droopy. I don't think it just ever healed properly. Well, that's still up for debate, Scott Heckelman. You son of a bitch. Where do you live? All right. Are your eyes still getting closer together? What does that mean? You think my eyes are too close together? Oh my God! Now I'm gonna stare at my eyes in the mirror. You just made me self-conscious. Are my eyes too close together? Fuck! You see double rainbows out there? I don't know. We got no rainbows today. We got no rainbows today. So once again, I tried to... Vinny, thanks for the stars. I can't... the Facebook Live with the orange background and the white lettering is brutal to try to read when you're out in brightness. I can't read it, buddy. I'm sorry. If you give me stars, I want to read. My wife bought me some sweet merch on opieradio.com. Really, Brian Bernard? That's nice. Thank you. I might put the shell up there. Someone suggested I put my my shell. I painted a sun. Is it a sunrise or a sunset? The angle. I would say it was a sunrise picture on a clamshell for our Christmas tree this year. And someone suggested I put it on the merch site. I might just do that as a goof. Some personalized merch at opieradio.com. And I'll sign it, which will make the thing worth at least... I'm going to go... it would be worth maybe $4.99. A signed clamshell painting from the kid. Thumbs up for that? All right. Sunrise, sunset. Yeah, we love our sunrises and our sunsets out here, don't we, kid? My goodness. This morning was glorious. I actually took a picture of it. I'll put it on my Instagram after I get off here. The sunrise this morning was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Brandon Hollinger saying, good wife. For getting the merch? I got to tell you, Ben Purry has a Ruizing design. He sent me a shirt in the mail. I asked him if he was still selling those, and he said no. Ben, if you want, give me the design. I'll put it up on opieradio.com, and we'll figure out what to do with the money. But I think people would love that design. It was kick-ass. I wear it all the time, man. I've already washed the damn thing twice. Not in the dryer, though. I don't want to shrink that shit. Jason, you leaving? If JW's leaving, then we all got to leave. Because JW's like a super fan, and if he's leaving, that means he's fucking bored. I'm not stupid. All right, guys. So what are we promoting? We don't have to promote much. You guys always do right by me. But for real, take a look at HelloFresh. Brand new sponsor. The more sponsors I get and keep, the less I have to worry about bandwidth charges. So yeah, all you have to do is check out these sponsors. If they talk to you, if it's something you're into, then great. Just make sure you use my promo code. It really, really helps a lot. So it's hellofresh.com/10OP, promo code 10OP, and it's the number 10. I wish all these sponsors would use the same promo code because I think it confuses people, but what do I know? I don't know much. Scott Heckelman just throwing stars at me as we say goodbye. Thank you, sir. Of course we got to turn this on tomorrow for the last day of 2020, right? Of course we got to do that. Guys, have a great day. Thank you so much. And you guys mean a lot to me, you sons of bitches. I said it on the latest episode of the podcast. I'll say it here as I finish. After Carl died and Vic died, I was done. was done with radio. I was done with podcasting. I was pretty much saying to myself, fuck this. And I was still sort of live streaming. I didn't know where the fuck to go. And then all of a sudden this live stream just kicked ass, I should say. Took off. And I found a damn good group of people. Look at all the thumbs up. The thumbs up are for you guys as well. We're in this together, my friends. We have a lot of fun with this. And through the Facebook Live, I felt like I started to reinvent myself. So I thank you today. No jokes, no shit. I'm just thanking you for real. And I feel like I could move forward with podcasting and Facebook Live because of you guys. I found a really, really good group. Thumbs up to you guys, all right? All right. I can't wait for the day that we actually figure out where to meet and we get together and go, oh my God, that's what you look like? When you're the public eye, that's the weirdest thing, man. When all of a sudden someone walks up to you that you truly know as like a huge supporter of you, and they go, hi, I'm blah, blah, and you're like, oh my God, that's what you look like. It's so weird. I think that would be weird for a lot of us if we finally got together and had one big party. Of course, my first thought is Gephardt's. We should do that. Maybe some of you guys would fly in for that. Maybe we can make it into something kind of cool. Make it into some kind of nice weekend thing. We'll figure that out after we all start getting vaccinated. But for real, guys, for fucking real, thank you so much for everything. I really, really appreciate it. How do I end this after saying that? I don't know. What do I show the sun? Do I pan down the beach dramatically? Do I look at the birdies on the wall? I don't know how to end this after I said something nice like that.